let's talk a little pile fishing, because that's still going on too. So this time of year, we're actually getting out of the best of it, but you still check them, the pile fishing, because I know guys caught them, and we caught them on camera. I got 3 baits that I use in the pile. Obviously the big worm still works in the pile. I love a little worm. I know that a lot of guys go in there, and I come in behind them with a straight tail worm on a 1/4 ounce weight, a little lighter weight. It still can be fished down into 20 and 25 foot piles, but most of the brush piles at Truman that are effective are, I'm going to say they're 18 foot or less. So that rig works real well. And then we got 2 jigs. If you saw any of our videos from earlier this year during the Shriners event, it was the jewel jigs in a football jig and a 3/4 ounce. That's the one I was throwing yesterday. I'm going to tell you, the jig just didn't give us what we wanted on either the finesse or the football. I don't know. You know, it's one day, it's one thing. We think that they just get this kind of worm crazy, and they gotta have a worm for a while.
What kind of water clarity were you dealing with yesterday?
We stayed on the lower end, so we didn't see.
Pretty clean.
It is. It really is. Even though we had rain in just the last couple weeks, it takes a while for it to get through the system, and I don't know, maybe the silt falls out.
Yeah.
People were still saying that they'd never seen the Osage side this clear. So I'm going there this weekend to see.
Yeah. When Dave and I were out about a week ago, it was a pretty, like you said, the jig wasn't doing it in that cleaner water. It was the big worm. It was, because I was throwing a jig next to David, hitting all the same spots, and it was the freaking worm.
You know, we always want to tell them how you're gonna buy.
You're right.
And that's a big mistake. So that's why we have all these poles. That's why we have all those baits, so that you can show them something different. And so, you know, if the jig isn't working, then try the worm. And if the worm isn't working, try the jig.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is. And if they're not biting on the bottom, and they're not biting up on top, then try suspending. Because that is a technique that I guarantee you not very many guys do, and it works.
Now, did you try any topwater yesterday? Just
I threw the plopper, and Gary walked the bait a little bit and threw a popper. But we started on a pile, but I intentionally drove between the bank and the pile and threw out to the pile so that Gary could throw to the bank, because he wanted a topwater fish. But we didn't have a lot of success. But I'm going to tell you that the winning team yesterday, 1 of their 5 came on a topwater bait that they caught. It wasn't right off the bat either, which impresses me that a guy keeps picking up.
Between 10 and 12, I think, is what I heard. So later on in the morning.
Right.
But it was a good cloudy day yesterday. So that topwater bite can sometimes linger on.
And you get closed-minded, and that's where I went wrong. I think is that I was so closed-minded that I didn't see everything clearly. Tournament day, so just that's tournament fishing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a few nice little tips for you on just suspended fishing, fishing brush piles, and David's going to be contributing to TrumanLakeFishingIntel.com from here moving forward. You can find all of his Fish 30 YouTube videos on our website. So he was talking about the Shriners tournament. You can find that on YouTube or on our page. So be sure to go check those out. He's got a lot of great stuff, and we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.